Good morning, good evening, good night. This will be your intro into the smoking section. I will be your host, Smoke and Soul. You can call me whichever. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance on this fine day. I hope you stay with me. Hope I can spend a little time with you in these moments. Cause you know, time is all we have. And connection is everything. So sit back, play me in your car, play me while you clean up. Let's take a journey together, you know. Let's go on a walk. Why not? What else you gonna do? Diary, Entry 1, March 14th, 2023. Where to begin? Lately I've been finding myself at a crossroads, so to speak, you know. Finding it difficult to ground my feet, in a sense, because as of late, we've been losing a lot of our friends along the journey, and I believe that's the universe or God in itself showing us that we are on different paths now. And we walk different roads, and even though you love them, they're not always meant to stay right beside you as you walk your own journey, you know. And some beings we're going to have to love from afar. And it's been a difficult thought process to come to terms with. In a sense, it's like the flesh warring with the spirit, you know, where the flesh desires one thing as it walks through its life and desires connection and desires warmth, you know, where the spirit wants us to step into the being intended for self, for us to grow and for us to experience and for us to know life meant for ourselves, you know, and those around us. And I'm beginning to notice that it isn't everybody that is supposed to come with us, you know. And in figuring out that narrative, I found a lot of solace in that, understanding that it's okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to want more for you. It's okay to see yourself, you know. I'm gonna give you a little lo-fi vibes, and then we'll be right back to continue on with the show. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Hope you're pleasant, content. Hope life is good. I'm okay. I'm well. I love you. I hope you love me too. Where to begin? I was recently having a conversation with one of my brothers, one of my bros, one of my people, about the state of black comedy, right? And how it's impacted the black community on the whole. And we was discussing this theory we sort of have about the narrative in itself. One of which I would like to discuss with you. How does it go? Yes, this in a manner of such. Think of 90s black humor, the black stand-up, black anything from that narrative when it first became apparent. When it was becoming most prominent, what was comedy basis? Think about it for yourself. Like, what was topic basis for these famous comedians at that period of time? You know, racial, you know, locational, being like geographical, like, oh, we live in the ghettos, you know, and life in said ghettos, and the comedy on the back of that, and how we found humor and solace within our pain and our hurt, you know, and our trauma, and we found jokes in that, and then that trickled down into our day-to-day lives with one another, you know, hence the clowning, the joking on oneself, you know what I mean? And let a nigga come to school with beat down shoes. We don't know what the hell his family going through at home, but we know that, yo, like, I'ma clown you, my nigga, I'ma clown you. You gonna get some laughs this lunchtime. And yes, beautiful thing in itself of community, but also just the narrative of what it's built on and how it's a concept of tearing down one another, where we find humor in that narrative, right? And then let that thought process ricochet, you know, into today's society and how we view one another, how we view ourselves, and what we find funny, and where we find humor on the internet, and, you know, like, all these things I feel like have impacted the way we see lives and the way we see life and the way we see one another. And I feel like we deserve to take a step back and look at each other, you know, truly for what we are, and reshape how we see one another. I'm gonna give you a little lo-fi vibes, and then we'll be right back to continue on with the show. I tend to find myself lost in the midst of my own confusion. I know it may seem simple enough to walk this road and find our path, but 9 out of 10 times you're gonna fall short. But that one time you don't, gonna be the one time you win.